beyond this portal lies another dungeon of unknown occupants.
And they don't seem to be lying or anything like that.
If you want to check to see if they've got some sort of hidden agenda, you have a skill called Insight. It should be one of the ones listed in the top left part of your page under the Wisdom.
Yeah, I got it. +2.
All right.
Oh, you got it good.
Ooh, well done.
You got +10 on yours.
You rolled a 20. Does anybody else want to attempt an insight check? You roll a d20 and you add the bonus that's indicated.
Yeah.
Your insight is +1. 9.
Mine's +10.
Oh,
I
excellent.
think we should rely on you to...
Would you care to make a d20 roll and add
Sure.
10 to that? We'll see how you did. 19. So it looks like our high roll is actually Terry the dwarf. But actually, you rolled high enough as well to know that these elves are nothing but sincere. They tell you that the dungeon that lies on the other side was built by the same builders who built this one as a retreat in case this place was conquered. They didn't necessarily know they were building it in the Feywild, but they were aware enough to know that it was on another plane and would make a safe sanctuary.
Should we have a huddle? Away from these chaps? Or should we just do this?
Well, I'm not diving right in. I'm not going first.
Would you like us to see if we can retrieve Cathera for you or find out what's happened to her?
Given that her orders were to have us wait here and guard this end of the portal, that would be a great favor to us. I'm sure she's all right. She's more than capable of taking care of herself, but still, we are concerned that she has been gone for several hours now.
Is there anything you can give us that might help us on the other side?
It would seem that this is where we're meant to go.
He says, Cathera had something with her, something that she took great pains to acquire, some sort of key to the doors on the other side. She said she would need it. However, she only had the one.
And why did she want to come here in the first place?
Cathera is, well, in our circle, she's something of an anomaly. Her curiosity is insatiable. She has been fascinated by the ancient cultures that built things around here, and she's pursued this doggedly. As soon as she came into possession of the key, she gathered us up and took us here. The circle, I'm sure, will be quite upset, unless, of course, she finds something that they consider valuable. Then perhaps they will forget. She is a mercurial creature.
Okay, so she's kind of possibly not going to look like human if we meet her. She might be anything, possibly.
Sure, yeah, sure.
Yes, she is skilled at assuming many different animal and bestial forms.
So we might be going on a rat catching.
So no squishing little animals.
Good point. Well, it looks like we're not going to get our usual reward up front for going after someone, because looks like she's probably in as much trouble. Well,
I should do this for the,
I like to think of the
my fellow
pension plan
elves.
on this. I'm loaded down with gold here. Why shouldn't I just turn around
And just head back to the tavern. And
Absolutely.
He says, well, it is quite possible that the Minotaurs who built this place, and the Minotaurs, of course, being creatures who guard their treasure well, doubtless they would have hidden it.
The good treasure on the other side.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Treasure works.
I mean, I'm not certain one way or the other. I could be wrong.
No, it sounds good. If this second dungeon was built to defend...
And we know, and if it's a mirror, we know the shape of it, so, hey.
He says, at the very least, we can give you the map.
I can draw a quick map.
We'll have
Yes.
the map. Can one of you guys learn the words? So
Oh, can you
clever enough?
the words that activate the portal?
Yeah,
Can you-
those are
can you
easy.
teach us?
Yeah, in fact, they're inscribed on the map that he gives you, which basically lays out this complex. So you have the look of the entire location.
Can I make a copy of that?
Absolutely.
The wordage.
Yeah. Did you want to do it surreptitiously, like?
Is it? I mean, I'll memorise them if I can.
Oh, okay. Absolutely.
Just so that.
In case the map bursts into flames on the other side.
Yeah. Or you eat it or something.
Yeah.
He says, I don't know what sort of experiences you'll have over there on the other side. Of course, we've never been there.
we've been in the mirror of it, though. So, is there anything we know from our experiences here that might influence what we find on the other side?
Most of the rooms that you experienced were by and large empty, except for some monstrous inhabitants. There was a dragon that you fought and slain. It was a small one.
Where was that?
It was over here.
Here?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And that dragon had a bunch of kobold minions who had used to kind of scour the dungeon and bring all the treasure to it. So almost everything of value was basically in the dragon's lair. There was a wizard who had basically gotten into a partnership with the dragon and was operating out of a lab over here. You dealt with him in typical adventurer fashion, and
We sat down and talked to him.
he had some gnarly undead minions serving him, and you crushed them.
Right, let's do it. Who's going first?
Sorry, just before we go in, this dark leaf leather armour.
Yes,
Am I aware? Have I just acquired it, or have I had it all the time?
you acquired it, and it is now yours.
Excellent.
You
I
have
put it
shed
on.
your old armor, and this is much finer.
Brilliant.
Yep. And
Checking my amulet is equipped.
yep, your amulet is equipped.
Cool.
That's something else that you found on your explorations.
We like shiny things.
Okay.
Okay.
Who wants to
Is
do
it a
the...
one at a time job?
No, you can move
can all
up.
go.
Up to 4 people can go at
4
once.
people.
Okay.
We're right behind you.
Right.
Maybe it might be useful to have the cleric go in with the
Oh,
first group.
thanks.
Okay, I've got the words in my head.
All right.
Yeah.
So we've got the wizard and possibly the cleric.
Check my hair first.
I'll probably need to go. I'm the fighter.
All right.
Yeah, and put me in as well, I think.
All right. So the one remaining
Don't
behind is
run
the
away.
rogue.
That's fine. I'm going to wait for them to go through. Maybe wait 2 minutes. Make sure I don't hear any blood-curdling screams, and then go.
Can we attach a rope to her so that we can pull her through?
Will the rogue be able to go through without the
Oh, I
wheels?
have a rope. We could attach the rope. to the I think
Valerian's
that's
got the
being
word
too
show,
careful.
isn't
She could use the words as well.
Okay.
I won't remember them, but I can use them.
All right.
I'll leave the map with you.
You step in the portal. You invoke the words.
Yes.
Some motes of light begin to sort of swirl up from the ring and begin to engulf you one at a time. And you just gradually sort of fade away, leaving the rogue behind. Rogue, once they're gone, Valerian turns to you and says, "Ha! Now we've got you!" No. Hardly. He says, "You're all very brave."
They are. I'm not, but they are.
He
If there's
says,
a chance that we can bring her back, we'll bring her back. If there's no chance, then sorry.
he sort of kneels down to your level, and you see he's got big antlers mounted to his helm.
I will try not to stare at the eyes. It'll be quite hard, but I'll try.
Yeah. And he says, "Well, I wish you the best of luck, and I wish I could give you more information about Cathera. She is quite beyond us sometimes, and it may take some persuading to get her to return with you. But please do what you can."
Is there any form she's more likely to take?
She's rather fond of kind of monstrous forms. She doesn't do anything traditional. The rest of us are quite happy being wolves and elks and rats. She's... well, she is what she is.
Okay.
Okay.
I would urge you to be cautious in not battling her accidentally. She can speak in whatever form she's assumed, so...
Okay. I might rush on and tell the others that, just in case.